Hello, and welcome to Next Level. And if you talk to yourself the right way, you can reach your next level quicker. It's easy though to be harsh towards yourself, perhaps. Maybe it's easy to be kind to a friend, but it's harder to speak kindly to yourself. In some way, I have been using mental training techniques and mindfulness techniques for about 15 years. But still, I have to remind myself how I talk to myself. And sometimes, when I have too much to do, it is almost easy to think about something that's called the imposter syndrome. That you begin to question yourself, that if you really are qualified to do the things you are set up to do. And then you have to stop a bit and just think about why are you having these negative thoughts? And why is it easier to be kind towards a friend than being kind to yourself? And it's important to then think about the balance between self-efficacy, self-confidence, and self-esteem. If we begin to talk about self-confidence, it is something that you build up. For example, if you have managed to do a task or some assignment that you excelled in, you managed to reach your goal and you were very happy with the result, then maybe your self-confidence builds up and you know that you're good at this area and you can perform the same or better the next time. A lot of people are reliant on self-confidence, and maybe if the self-confidence isn't high, then maybe it's difficult to take on new challenges. So you have to have something that balances self-confidence and that can act as a safety net in some way. So that's where self-esteem comes in. Or you could also say your self-worth. Because if you know that you are valuable and loved without having to perform or achieve something, that you, for example, are a good person, that you deserve to be loved, for example, without having the need to perform, then that will act as a safety net. If you fail at a task or assignment, then it won't be the end of the world. Then you just know that the way you performed now wasn't good enough, but you can learn what is needed to be able to excel and achieve that performance that's needed. So what you have learned this time is one way you shouldn't do it. Then you have to step back and think, okay, this time it did not go that well, but how can I change my methods, my way of approaching the task? What can I change? What can I better to be able to do this assignment, the task? And when I have a support around me with friends or family or coaches that I can ask, and when I've asked them and got a new way, a new method to try, then I can try and see if I will excel or if I will succeed this time. So you see, if you have that safety net, that it's not the end of the world if you fail a task or an assignment, if you have this safety net. And if you talk to yourself as you are your best friend, and it can also be, for example, how do you talk to yourself when you wake up in the morning? or what is your first thought? Is it, oh no, I have to wake up now again? Or how do you start your day? What do you say to yourself before you go out to school or to your job? And what do you think about yourself in these situations? Because you can use something that's called affirmation. You can boost yourself, and in some way, if you say to yourself that you're a person that is worth being loved, and that you love yourself, and if you tell yourself this often, then if you don't believe it, you will begin to believe it. And you can focus on saying positive, nice things to yourself in your mind, and be a bit careful of the negative chatter that could appear. Of course, we should always be aware of that. It's good always to also to self-reflect and to improve, of course, but we have to see what we actually are doing good already. So by boosting yourself and talking to yourself and like helping yourself to remember that you are a good person, you have done things great before, and you will do things great in the future also. So you don't only focus on negative things. I think that's quite important. And when you have the self-esteem that you know that you have a worth as the person you are unique. You have qualities that no one else has got, and you can bring value to the world by being you. You don't have to be anyone else. And if you also use self-efficacy, that even though if you right now don't know how to do something, for example, if you're going to do an assignment or task, then you can always learn how to do it. So you have the confidence that you can learn what's needed to excel and to do a task. You see what I said then? You can always learn how to do a task. So you have the self-esteem that you have a worth without having to perform. And you have the belief that you can learn what's needed to excel. And when you have excelled, you will also build the self-confidence. You see these three words, how they can work in a synergy to boost your confidence, self-esteem, and the belief in yourself, your self-image. So you can use prior memories of a situation where you have excelled before to boost your confidence, and you can use it to also raise your self-esteem by knowing that yes, you have actually performed well before. And you can also practice with the track that's in the that's linked in the end of this clip, the mental training track that you can practice on how you talk to yourself and how you can work with affirmations and how you can raise your self-esteem, your self-confidence, and your self-efficacy, because you're worth it and you are good. Never doubt that. If you fail, then you just have found one way that was not right, but there's many ways you can try and you will find the right way. So you can combine this belief that you can find the right way with self-efficacy, and you maintain your self-esteem by knowing that you can work with self-efficacy to find the right way. And when you have found the right way, you have raised your self-confidence also. And in this process, it's also good if you're using grit to know that yes, you might fail a lot. It's okay. You will succeed if you continue failing until you reach success. It's not dangerous to fail. You don't have to give up. Use grit, and you will reach success if you continue finding new ways until you found a way that works. So I wish you good luck with this, and remember, as I said before, even though I have had 15 years of experience in mental training, mindfulness, and coaching, I still have to remind myself on how I speak with myself. I have to remind to boost myself, to not think that I'm an imposter in situations, because I also have self-doubt. But then I remember my self-esteem is a safety net, and I can think about prior situations where I have succeeded, and that helps my self-confidence stay high. So good luck with the training this time. It's valuable to do this work because you will feel more confident and you are worth it. So bye bye and good luck.